Hello, and welcome back to Twin Flame Sleep. Today, we'll be talking about what to do when your twin flame doesn't want you. If you're new here, my name is Danya, one of the hosts on this channel, and we're here to help you with your twin flame journey. If your love was a one-sided affair or things just didn't pan out like you wished, it can be a total bummer to feel like your twin flame gave you the cold shoulder. It may seem like your twin flame doesn't have any feelings for you or is even being a total meanie. Fun fact, I was just going through a breakup myself. So to those who are watching who are going through the same situation, I know exactly how you feel. I'll be sharing some of my experiences and how I dealt with the breakup so that maybe some of you guys can relate as well. So let's get into it. First, you need to know that you are already whole. Like feeling lonely, disconnected, or alone is just part of being human. And even if you are in a relationship, you can still feel like the same sometimes. If you're feeling rejected by someone you care about right now, it's just amplifying those feelings of loneliness. But listen up. You are already whole and complete with everything you'll ever need. You don't have to be perfect, but you've got all the potential inside of you. When I was going through my breakup, I was anxious, thinking about how I'm going to continue living my life without him being in the picture. Then after a while, I realized that, I was fine being completely alone and single before I met him. So why can't I be happy doing that again now? Like, sure, love is great and all, but it's just a reflection of the love that you have for yourself. And when it comes to relationships, the most important one is the one that you have with yourself. So don't you forget that. Next, you have to realize that if you keep holding on to something, forcing it to happen, you'll only end up pushing it further away. When we worry about what we've lost, something that we wanted, it can cause us to panic. We may end up feeling desperate and attempt to grasp onto the object of our desire, which is understandable. Like, I did a huge mistake by begging my ex to stay after he ended the relationship. Like, I was willing to change myself so that he would take me back. And that was really humiliating and degrading. Like, why would I beg for someone who couldn't even give me the bare minimum to stay when I could just find someone who's better? Yes, it's true that sometimes you have to chase someone in order for you to be with them. But it's also important to make sure that it's not one-sided. Trying to force things won't help the situation. And sometimes a relationship just needs time and space so that both parties will get to miss each other and truly think about what they really want. Besides that, you can turn your focus back onto yourself. When we care about someone or love them, they can occupy much of our thoughts. But obsessing over them can get crazy and even turn into a not so good thing. So instead of stressing over them, just show yourself some love. Like, take a break from all the drama and shift your focus back to yourself. It will do wonders for your peace of mind. Get comfortable with your own company, try meditation or anything that makes you feel at ease. Think about what gets you fired up and what you're passionate about and what you want to achieve in life. Write them down in a journal if that helps. And remember all the amazing qualities you have, and don't be afraid to give yourself a little pat on the back sometimes. The following step is to raise your vibration. So whether you're a fan of law of attraction or not, like, there's no denying that positive vibes can bring up positive results. But hold up, that doesn't mean sweeping your negative emotions under the rug. Like, being real about your feelings, even if they're disappointment, frustration, sadness, or anger, is key. So let yourself feel and don't suppress your emotions. But if you're looking to boost your mood, there are some simple yet effective things that you can try, such as exercising. Jam out to some uplifting tunes, like do stuff you love, chill, meditate, breathe work, surround yourself with supporting friends and family. And you can also give back to others by helping out or donating time and resources. Nothing beats getting out of your own head and helping others when you're feeling down. It's a surefire way to shift your energy and boost your mood. Another thing that you can do when your twin flame doesn't want you is to consider the shadow work that you still have to do. Alright, time for a confession. I have a tendency to hide in love. Like, it's cozy and comforting, and sometimes it's just euphoric. But if I'm being honest, I also use it as a way to avoid facing my own stuff. Like, it's tempting to try and find happiness through someone else instead of doing the hard work on myself. Does this sound familiar to any of you? If yes, know that we're already whole. It's just that we're a work in progress, just like the universe. Like, we continue to grow and expand. We all have our demons to face and shadows to shine a light on. Relationships, like everything else in life, become our classrooms where we learn some of the most powerful lessons. They can be tough, but they also act as mirrors, revealing important truths about ourselves and pointing us to the work that still needs to be done. So, what else can you do when your twin flame doesn't want you? Contemplate other twin flame possibilities. Yes. Yeah, feeling rejected by your twin flame is a tough pill to swallow, yes. But don't jump to the conclusion that they're not interested or don't want a romantic relationship with you. They might not be afraid of losing you, but you can be open to other possibilities. Like, forget what you think a twin flame should be like for a moment and consider alternatives, explanations. Like, could you have more than one twin flame? Or is it possible that this person isn't the one? Or maybe they were just a spark and not a flame after all. Like, I'm not trying to downplay your connection, but being open-minded and open-hearted can lead to new possibilities in life. As much as it hurts right now, you have to learn to look for value in the experience. Like, suffering can actually be a total blessing in disguise. Like, it can teach us some major life lessons and make us even stronger. Like, that saying, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Well, that's not just a cliche. It's backed by science. It's called post-traumatic growth, and it means that even when things suck, they can still help us grow and become better versions of ourselves. Just because things didn't go the way we wanted, it doesn't mean they weren't valuable experiences. Every step, even the tough ones, takes us closer to where we're meant to be, whether that's in a loving relationship or learning to live without your twin flame. Think of life as a journey full of twists and turns and endless opportunities for growth. Every experience, good or bad, is leading us somewhere, so try to embrace it all. Now, this next step is important. You have to avoid romanticizing the idea of a perfect partner. Forget about the idea of finding the perfect person or having the perfect relationship. It's just too much pressure to put on yourself and also your partner. When we lose someone or feel like we can't have them, it's easy to start idolizing them in our heads, but that just sets an unrealistic standard that nobody can live up to. Like, don't get me wrong, movies and fairy tales can be fun and all, but they don't give us a realistic idea of what to expect in real life. And when we get too caught up in the idea of soulmates or twin flames, we can end up setting ourselves up for disappointment. Relationships in real life aren't always shiny and perfect. They are gritty, raw, and sometimes even messy, but that's what makes them real and meaningful. Lastly, you just have to accept that if you and your twin flame are meant to be together, you will be. At the end of the day, whatever's meant to happen will happen. Whether it's fate or just how life works, that doesn't mean you shouldn't put in effort. But also, you can't control the outcome no matter how hard you try. Emotions can run high, but our feelings can change, and life sometimes throws us a curveball. Even if it's tough to accept, it might end up being better, in the long run. Life is a journey, and you never know how things will play out in the grand scheme. Personally, when I'm going through a rough patch, I find peace in just trusting life. I remind myself that I only see a small part of the puzzle, and the bigger picture might not become clear until later on. Alright, to wrap it up, dealing with a twin flame who doesn't want you can be a real bummer. But remember, it's okay to feel down, but it's also important to pick yourself up and move forward. The 9 things we talk about today can really help you heal and grow, whether it's indulging in some self-care, finding new hobbies, or reaching out to friends and loved ones. Just do what makes you happy. And most importantly, don't forget, you are worth it. Your twin flame's lack of interest doesn't define who you are. So keep your chin up and keep on moving forward. If you're still on the hunt for answers about your twin flame journey, we've got you covered. Get ready to meet the Twin Flame Psychic Robot, your one-stop shop for all things twin flame. This cutting-edge tool gives you personalized answers tailored to your unique journey, and the best part, it's absolutely free. All you have to do is head on over to twinflamesly.com and let the magic happen. If you love this video, show us some love by giving it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more epic twin flame content. Thanks for tuning in, and keep your eyes peeled for our next video that's gonna be off the charts. Later.